Has there ever been a clearer question of what the subtext of a question is? Has it ever been clearer that this woman whose loser boyfriend loves me, right? She doesn't listen to the show. They've been fighting about moving in together. She's like, okay, let's see what your fucking idiot podcast host has to say about it.
This guy's sitting in the chair next to him.
He's just like, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. Don't say what she thinks. Don't say what she thinks. When this comes out, it's going to be the tensest moment in this relationship ever. They're just waiting for it to drop like it's a fucking bomb.
Everybody else is waiting for the election. They're waiting for this.
Wow.
This is their election, yeah.
This is it. This is fuck. Decision 2024. Do I ask her to marry me or do we break up? Okay. Couple in their 30s who are together. What an appropriate timeline is to move in together and get. You're asking. See, here's where you fucked up, lady. And I'm sorry. I'm not going to assume you don't listen to the show. Maybe you're a good fan, a good friend, a good fan of the show, whatever. You fucked up because you were asking me, one of the most emotionally immature men in America. And even my friend here who is in a happy relationship, like, you guys dated a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, you met when you were younger, but still.
Yeah. I waited a while. You know?
And it was pretty clear you were going to end up together, but you just had that weird, you don't have the disease as bad as I do, but just like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. I think men in general skew a little, well, we're together. What's the big rush to get married? We're going to end up married.
Oh, we got to get the freaking government. And now all of a sudden everybody's a libertarian when it comes to fucking getting married. They're like, what do we need paperwork to show our love?
Well, there's zombie.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, early 30s.
See, I feel like in general, if you ask like a single guy in his 30s and a single girl in their 30s, their answers will be pretty far apart.
What do you think the guy would say? To move in together, I'm saying 2 years minimum. Just to move in. And then from moving into engagement, I guess could happen within that year. And then married another year, 4 or 5 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not what she wants to hear. I don't fucking know.
I feel like in general, women in their 30s would be like, you should know
2 years.
Move in like by a year when you're dating in your 30s, and maybe engaged by like 2 years.
But I'm such a boy. I'm just a boy still. I'm just a young boy.
I know. She's not gonna get the answer she wants on the record here, unfortunately.
Well, who knows? Maybe we're being misogynist. Maybe it's flipped. Maybe this guy really wants. I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure a fan of this podcast really wants to commit, but the hot woman he's with doesn't want to. I don't know. Any thoughts on this, Colin? Before I have a couple other ideas.
Sure. I mean, we all know that, like you said, it's like Chris Rock's joke. Remember he did the joke years ago about, he goes, women, after 3 dates, they're like, why are we bullshitting?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's basically it. This guy's stalling for time. Right. We all know the drill. We've all been pieces of shit our whole lives. The more you let him get away with, the more they get away with.
Yeah, and you really.
The bottom line is she's gonna have to just lower the boom in a loving way.
Yeah.
And say, listen, I understand. This is not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just has to tell him. A lot of people say, hey, I'm going to break up. I don't even agree with that because sometimes the guy wants you to do that.
Right.
See, even though he'll regret it in the long run. So I think she needs to just be alpha and just go, listen, whatever Stav says, whatever anyone says, we're not just moving in together. We're moving together. We're getting engaged and we're setting a date for marriage. It's happening.
Yeah.
And if you try to get out of it, you're going to regret it. You're going to have a couple of kids. This is happening.
Yeah.
After the second kid, you can decide whether you want to continue or not. But if you try to get out of it, there will be a price to pay.
Will be consequences.
I think threats is the only thing that works.
Threats is the only way. That is true. That honestly would work on me.
In the old days, the culture would threaten you guys.
Of course.
Your mother would say it, and you'd be like, my mother, the women in the family would say it. And then the men would shock you and go, hey, you hear what they said to you? you're getting married.
Get married.
And you're like, what the fuck? Well, you'd be shunned from the family and friend circle.
Yeah, well, the men would be like, get married and fucking get a girlfriend.
Well, yeah.
They'd be like, what are you doing?
They're like,
get
you're
married.
doing this
Yeah.
Because they understood the importance of community.
Of course, the scene in Goodfellas where he's like, you gotta go back
Right.
home. You gotta go back. I can't have it.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro's like, it's annoying me. You can't be here.
Right.
It's like at least there was the facade of a happy
That's
family.
right.
But I will. Okay, so we gave you the answer you didn't want to hear. But I also but I will also say, I could see. I mean, being in your 30s, like I could see a scenario where I've been a procrastinator my whole life. I always wait till the last second. I could see being in a serious relationship in the next year or two and really jumping the timeline. Just because I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, what am I doing? I don't want to live like a fucking kid anymore. So if I find somebody I really connect with, I could see, I just said 5 years, I could see it happening in a year or two, honestly, you know? It just is case by case. Clearly that's not what's happening here with them, but I think, you know, I just wanted to give her a little ray of hope of like, yeah, I could also see it being very fast because, I don't know, but that's always how I've done everything in my life.
I just feel like any delay is just, we all know, we all feel it all the time.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I mean? It's like saying I'm going to join the gym in a year. You know what I mean? Either you join the gym or you don't. You got to lay down the law.
I've done that before. I've worked my way up to join the gym.
He's living in that magic imaginary place that we all love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everything's.
And she's like biological imperative.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's got to, you know, she's got to say, listen, you know, not only is this happening, it's not a question of breaking up. You have no choice.
I love that. I didn't even consider that because you're right. A coward, certainly like this, like myself, would love the out. You just don't want responsibility, whether it's marriage or continue. Like it's like, oh, this is awesome. I don't have to worry anymore.
She has to understand.
Yeah.
You said the perfect word.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend's a coward.
He's a pure coward, without question. Without question.
It's time for you to lower the boom.
This is nothing but cowardice. And he can be controlled easier than you think.
I got engaged this summer to my partner of 6 years.
Hell yeah.
And we aren't in a rush to get married, but we're planning for the wedding to happen in like 2026 after she graduates.
Okay.
And she went back to school kind of late. We're like 30 now. And we're in the early phases of planning the wedding, talking about like who to invite, stuff like that. But I don't have many close friends. So in order to have groomsmen, I'd need to invite a certain distant friend to be a groomsman, and that's cool because we get along great. But the reason he's become distant is that his wife really wanted to fuck my fiance.
What?
And it made things hella awkward.
This is awesome.
It all started like a few years ago when we went to a UFC event together, and afterwards at the hotel.
So I have a neighbor, just recently moved into our home about a year ago. My girlfriend has become friends with the neighbor lady, which means I am fucking friends with the neighbor guy. And, you know, it started out maybe once a month we would go over there and hang for a little bit, but now it's starting to turn into like a fucking every weekend thing. And now this guy has gotten my phone number from my girlfriend, and she's not from the area. She doesn't have a lot of friends, and that's kind of her way to, you know, get her social battery drained. But man, I did not want to fucking hang out with these people. And, you know, I pretty much socialized for my job all day in the position that I'm in. And, you know, I've been really nice about it. And I hang out with them every time she asks me to, even on fucking college football Saturdays, and you know, all of the anything she asks me to do. And I've given my reservations on wanting to do it as much, but I don't know. What do I do here, man? I need a little help. Should I just keep, trying to make her happy, hanging out with these people, and just shut up and quit being a bitch, or should I fucking stand up a little bit and say maybe we should just cool it? I don't know, man. Love the show. Eldest, you're probably the most talented Albanian of all time. Not saying much, but thanks, guys.
I love
Fuck
that.
you Alabama piece of shit.
I like how you ended that off.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tale as old as time. Is having to hang out with a significant other's friends that you are just barely want to see, and now they're taking over your life. I mean,
I'll find out why she is into them like that. I'll find out. And then whatever it is that she likes about them, then be that. Cause why she want to hang out with them every week? Oh, she don't have no friends.
she doesn't have any friends, and she likes the girl that the girl neighbor in the couple.
You gotta
So
sabotage the image of the girl neighbor.
I think the answer here is somewhere in the middle. It's like, look, these are her friends, and you are gonna have to see them, but every weekend is crazy. Like, as an adult, to do an every weekend thing is fucking nuts. And yeah, certainly there's friend groups that it's like if me and you lived next to each other, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we probably would hang out. I mean,
Another
not
elite
the best
cruise
example, but like that can happen, but it's super rare.
Sheesh.
And it's like, clearly our caller here doesn't want to end up in one of those, because you see those couples that really do become like a weird little family group where everybody gets along.
Stop.
I mean, it's not many people, but it's like, it happens. He's made it very clear that's not going to be him.
No.
He is not going to be like, hey, it's not going to be an open door policy. They can't be Kramer in and out of his house. Yeah. But
Put that boundary in.
you got to put a boundary. And you should just say, like, look, I like them, but this is what you like to do for your social battery. This is not what I like to do. I'll do it for you, and I like seeing them once a month. It's all good, but I want football. And look, maybe you're gonna have to start coming up with excuses. This might be a good way for you to.
No excuses, because then she's gonna be like, well, "What? Did I do something wrong? Like, is he cheating? Da da da."
No, I just mean like he needs to do like
find other things to do so he can
hang out with his friends on Saturday.
Oh yeah,
like,
he don't want to hang out. He might be an introvert.
You're right.
He might be fucking tired.
That's
and
true.
The thing. And it's like, yo, we gotta really sit down and tell everybody, hey, not everybody is like social butterflies. Not everybody. And you're in a relationship. Your partner doesn't have to hang out with your people.
Yeah.
They have to be cordial. They have to be cool. But this. Oh, we all in the group chat. We hanging out. We going to no. Yeah. What you like in that person, your partner might not. And they're like, I don't give a. I'm glad that they make you happy.
Yes.
I don't want to see this motherfucker.
I agree with that.
And
fully.
so it's got to be okay. You can't be forcing. It's like, I don't force friend groups to like hang. I don't force people. You can't force it. You gotta let it. It's gotta be natural. And whenever you make somebody go and hang out with, you can see it in their faces. They're like, yo, they not laughing.
Yeah.
There's no joy behind their eyes.
Totally.
They're on their phone.
For sure.
They're glazing off in the distance. It's just like, don't make your man do this unless he ain't shit. And it's like, you bringing your ass. What do you do? You know?
Sounds like he does something.
Work.
But I'm with you though, and I also feel for this guy of like he said
what do you do? Only support my family with work.
I don't know what he's doing, sales, something like
That's
that.
crazy.
I've definitely felt that where I'm like,
this broad's like, what do you do?
And women I've dated who'd want to do a bunch of shit on my days off, and I'm like, I've been on the road. Like, I want to stay inside.
Yeah.
I've been traveling and talking to people. I just want to watch a fucking, and that's been a problem. You know what I mean? Now for him,
yo, what's up,
he's
Dylan?
married, right?
Yeah.
It's his wife. Like, the answer basically is girlfriend. The answer basically
it's
is
his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, you
They
gotta
live
leave
together.
her. You gotta leave her. Tell her to go. She's gotta move somewhere else, start her own shit, and then never talk to those neighbors again. You gotta burn the neighbor's house down so they're displaced. But you know what? You burn their house down and they gotta move in with y'all. So
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Never mind.
Just look, you're gonna have to do this more than you want.
Yeah.
But now you can just do it less than she wants. It's just this is a pure cut and dry compromise thing. Your wife has. It seems like you've actually become friends with a lot of her friends, and Lord knows she puts up with your dumbass friends. Like she hangs out with us, so you guys seem to have a good thing going.
She's pretty good about just like making like girlfriend dates, like even if they have boyfriends or whatever. It's like
that's a good point.
He's got to push her in that direction. Be like, why don't you two just hang out and catch up? And
that's a great point.
That's a good question. Why is this man?
Why is the other guy got to be around?
Why is he in the equation?
Yeah.
Get him out.
Yeah, that's
Get
true.
him out.
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes back to what Stav says, especially if they're in fucking Alabama. It probably is just so like, hey, we're a couple, they're a couple. They live right next door, which is really tough. Like, next door is fucking,
really tough.
It's like so convenient to see them that it like
stop hanging out with people for convenience.
Yeah,
if they lived in another state, would you go out and?
No,
that's literally exactly how it works. Hanging out with people for convenience. The fuck, it's retarded. Lucky chilling, getting ready for final exams coming up soon, so kind of stressed. Damn, bro. It's final exams. Yeah, they get final exams start in January around here. Bro, that fucking... I'm not one for shorts, but this pasta looks so good.
Imported Packery pasta.
This pasta looks so good. What the fuck? Bruh, that looks so good. Mmm. That look fire. Then the next couple of weeks, bro. Damn, well, fucking don't be watching me. Go study, man.
I don't like writing essays, but here are my marks for them. So best.
Now I gotta multitask.
To use straight. Personally,
Gotta
I
watch
prefer
my goat,
using
fair.
Grammarly when it comes to writing essays because it has my favorite feature here where you can ask it to give you a research plan. Grammarly can also help you rewrite your sentences to sound clearer, and it can also help you with your citations. All these little improvements here and there really just give you that little edge over other students.
Boo! They said this is JCS inspired and there's very little work. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You know the YouTuber Codename Pizza? Yeah, for sure. I know pizza. From like every COD? Oh yeah, for sure. That doesn't surprise me. Oh fuck, we'll do anything for some views, you know what I'm saying? Some of the COD eggs are interesting. I like the much of people don't like the game. I like the Advanced Warfare Easter eggs.
Harmony Montgomery garnered worldwide attention when police made a horrific
Those
discovery.
ones are
Undeniably
low-key
the
pretty
most
fire.
heartbreaking aspect of the case. The full extent of the crime's brutality remains largely unknown by the public. Kayla Montgomery's
Bro,
testimony during
2025,
trial
you're making
would
me feel like an
vividly
old-ass man. Stop
encapsulate
that.
Crucial details, revealing her witnessing the abuse but failing to intervene. This testimony adds a significant layer to the intricate web of evidence and multitude of witnesses involved. In order to grasp the full complexity of this case, a meticulous chronological deep dive is essential, which will offer a comprehensive overview of the events. The story begins in 2012, when Adam Montgomery began his relationship with Crystal Sorey. This oftentimes involved frequent substance abuse, a persistent and reoccurring element in this case. Before proceeding, it's important to establish Adam's criminal background, which will provide critical context, shedding light on his lifestyle and behavioral tendencies. When delving into the criminal background of Adam Montgomery, a pattern of escalating offenses emerges from his juvenile years. At age 16,
touch Advanced Warfare. That's rough.
Possession of a dangerous weapon on
That's
school
rough. That poor
grounds.
guy
The
spent all
monthly
that
star
time to
was
do it,
filled
and no one
with
even wants to
encounters
play that
with the
shit.
law. Adam was also charged
That's so
with
sad.
threatening his girlfriend with a knife, which led to his detention of 110 days in a juvenile center. Adam was later convicted of a robbery, breaking into an apartment and demanding money at gunpoint from 2 women. At age 18, his criminal behavior intensified, culminating in charges of stabbing a young man in the leg and pushing him out of a moving vehicle. Adam's last charge was an incident where he shot a man in the chin during a botched drug deal. In June of 2014, Harmony was born.
Buried-
and
wait.
placed under foster care at birth.
Buried
simply
Mob
for
of the
her
Dead
sake.
and Origins top
As the
3
couple
maps.
inevitably
That's a good
lost
top 3 for
custody
him.
of their child due
There you
to
go.
potentially
I was gonna play some
hazardous
BO2 earlier
conditions.
today,
This led to
actually,
the
but then
couple's
I got home
separation
from walking my
and
dog,
divorce due to legal
and I was just like,
conflicts.
fuck,
In
man.
2016,
Low-key kinda just
Adam
wanna play
would
some
date an
RuneScape.
old high school
So
friend
here I am
named
playing
Kale.
some RuneScape.
Eventually
Maybe later
conceived
tonight I'll go play some
children
COD
of their own.
Zombies BO2, you know?
Was placed back in
Low-key was
Adam's
feeling like
custody
playing
after the state
some,
recognized
what's it
that he
called?
was able to hold a job and
Some,
purchase a home with
some
his new
farm.
girlfriend and soon to be wife.
Go for round
Kale
50 on
paid
farm.
Harmony on her DHHS account, collecting $129 a month to be used solely on Harmony. The Division of Children, Youth, and Families, or more commonly referred to as DCYF, would deem the couple fit, and Harmony was released back into Adam's custody. It's uncertain whether Crystal had any visitation rights at this point. Crystal claimed she had a bad feeling, stating that she knows the violent nature of her ex-husband and feared for Harmony's safety. To make matters worse, Crystal also stated that over a FaceTime call, she noticed that Harmony seemed quite scared. It wasn't until a few months later, Adam's uncle, Kevin Montgomery, stated upon returning from
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this case. Yep, Mob of the Dead Remastered is fully released on BO3 mod menu. Yep. That's got an uncut sapphire. That's shit, bro. That's a rare drop right there. I was never really a fan of Mob of the Dead. That map's so fucking boring. Let's be honest. Like, aesthetically, it's a nice looking map and shit, but I just find it so boring running around just throwing Tomahawk the entire game. I ordered a PS5 controller. It was like $50 plus tax. Usually they're like over $100. So I was like, fuck yeah. Low-key a steal, you know? I also am pretty sure I got a lifetime warranty with it, so if any parts or anything go wrong, I just fucking send it straight back to where I got it. Never have to buy another controller ever again, bro. Bro, honestly, super solid deal. I'm not even gonna lie, super fucking solid deal. I seen that, and I was just gonna buy a PlayStation one because they were on sale for like $25. A PlayStation 4 one. They were on sale for $25, and I was like, I wonder what a PS5 one's for. And it's like the price of a regular, like cheaper than a regular PS4 controller. And I was like, yeah, I'll just grab that, give it a go. You know what I mean? Try it out, see what all the hype is. Yeah, I don't know. I've never even held one in my hands. Can't wait to play Apex with it. And that's a fact. I just want to know how it feels in some packs. That's what will determine how if I like it or not, you know? Controller drift, and you can fix it with the PS5 controller. I don't know, we'll have to see, Zombie. We'll have to wait and see, bro. Yeah, with PS5. Well, I got a lifetime warranty, so if it's broken or anything, I just gotta send it back and they'll just send me a new one or fix it or whatever. So I ain't too worried. Know what I mean? And I just keep this PS4 controller I got now. Just keep that on standby, you know? Literally never have to buy another controller in my life. Pretty fucking rad. Ba-da-dum. This is way better than studying, I'm sure, but study, brother. Trust me, you're gonna regret it if you don't. Dragon plate skirt. Rune dart tips. Nah, the Reds won't be that good. You guys need to sign some players, bro. It's like my Blue Jays are gonna be ass too. We needed to sign players for our team. Otherwise, we're just fucked. Yeah, I know. I seen that. I seen that. It's just like the Blue Jays and the Reds are stuck in a place of like They want to be good teams, but they just don't spend the money to do it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. It's like they have the potential to be in such like amazing teams, but they just, don't. Like, for example, my Blue Jays haven't even signed Vladimir Guerrero to a long-term deal yet. Like, what the fuck is that shit, dude? Like, let's quit fucking pussyfooting around and go get him. Like, it ain't rocket appliances, Rick.
But first things first, we are in the weekend of Thanksgiving, and everyone has a different reason to be thankful. We're in a month now out from the new administration taking over, and less than 2 months from Inauguration Day. Hope is on the horizon for many. And on the heels of the historic election, the acceptance of President Trump is signaling, in my view, a shift in America. There's an optimism that I feel, and possibly it's going to ripple throughout the world. What changes do we expect to see in this country with Donald Trump about to take the helm again? Let's ask author of a brand new book, We Who Wrestle with God, a great friend of the show, Perceptions of the Divine, and Canadian psychologist Dr. Jordan Peterson. Dr. Peterson, welcome back to the show. Love the blazer. We'll get to it in a moment. But first things first, what's significant about this change in leadership for America?
Well, I think the primary element of significance is probably the team that has aggregated itself around Trump. And we know in some ways what a Trump presidency would be like because we already had one, but we don't know what a Trump presidency with Kennedy and Vivek Ramaswamy and Musk and J.D. Vance and Tulsi Gabbard is going to be like. And that's only a few of the people that have volunteered for service. And they really have volunteered because these are all people who have many other things that they could be doing that are in their.
Got to warm up it. Got to warm her up, Sean.
Something to see what they managed to attain.
Yeah, I think Mark Thiessen told me today. He says we haven't seen this combination since Washington team with Benjamin Franklin. That you have the world's greatest inventor and maybe the smartest man in the world, certainly the richest, Elon Musk, and President Trump. What I think is also helpful, and you've been at the forefront of this, Dr. Peterson, I think we're putting the cancel culture in the rearview mirror. I feel like we're getting this political correctness. I feel like the political correctness is going to be in our past. I think America is sick of it. And you notice I didn't say Republicans or Democrats?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I hope you're right. I think there's one fly in the ointment, I would say, and that's the universities. The universities are overwhelmingly dominated by progressives among the faculty, but even more to the point among the administration, and that radically outnumbers the faculty. And it's not obvious to me at all how that's going to be turned around. And because virtually everyone who
Rajat, what's up? How you been? Wake and bake for me, yes sir.
Flaw. And it's
Today
also
treating everyone.
K-12, half the state budgets are K through 12 education, and they are controlled by the faculties of education and the teachers union, and the conservatives were absolutely 100% asleep at the wheel to allow that to happen
For decades.
So the progressives still dominate education.
So I want to move on and talk about your home country. We have Justin Trudeau, who came out and starting to realize, if you don't mind I do this, that there's a little problem with illegal immigration in his country, and it's overwhelming everything. Here's
Whoa,
what he
really?
said to the Canadian people.
He's such a lying fuck.
Let's talk about it. In the last 2 years, our population has grown really fast, like baby boom fast. And increasingly, bad actors like fake colleges and big chain corporations have been exploiting our immigration system for their own interests. So we're doing something major. We're reducing the numbers of immigrants that will come to Canada for the next 3 years.
Why has he found this fortuitous for him to talk about immigration? Why is he changing his tone?
Well, he's changing his tone because the policies that he put in place, which demolished the Canadian immigration system
and the economy
wide open, upending decades of effective immigration policy in Canada have caused a catastrophic crisis in the country. And now you could see that he was blaming that on educational institutions and bad corporate actors. And that's exactly typical of him and his 14-year-old mentality. Everything that's gone wrong on the immigration front in Canada is 100% attributable to Justin Trudeau and his pack of demented minions. So now it's gone so badly in Canada that he has no choice but to reverse course. And then to see him flailing around to find someone to blame is exactly as pathetic as you'd expect from someone like him.
It is similar that they both flew open the borders. They denied it was a problem, and now they can't deny it, and they're trying to save their political fortunes. Let's talk about your book now.
Yeah, good luck.
I know. I hear you.
Good luck indeed. Good luck indeed. Fuck Trudeau, bro. Fucking dope head, man. Hey, Rocky, baby. Politicians are so corrupt. Yeah, it just happens that Canada's got one of the most corrupt.
Trump borders are.
It's a
Don't
corrupt
test
fucking
us.
cunt. I hate Trudeau.
Thanks, Governor. Look, you guys know me. For the last 4 years, I wake up every morning pissed off about what this administration did to the most secure border in my lifetime. Let me be clear. I've worked for 6 presidents, starting with Ronald Reagan. Every president I worked for took steps to secure the border because they understood you can't have strong national security if you don't have border security. We need to know who's coming in, what's coming in, where's coming in, why it's coming, all those questions, right? No one did better than President Trump. President Trump's one badass president to secure this border at a level we've never seen before. Illegal immigration was down to a 45-year low. Illegal immigration was down between 83 and 90%. Unprecedented success. Joe Biden's the first president in the history of this nation who came into office and unsecured the border on purpose. This isn't mismanagement. This isn't incompetence. This is by design. So the first morning I woke up with a smile on my face was the day after the election when President Trump won. Because he's going to come back, he's going to finish the job he started. First of all, he sends his well wishes here and happy Thanksgiving, President Trump. Also, we got a
This is a Thanksgiving speech about how he's going to deport everybody? Oh, man. Oh, man.
Thanks, but don't you dare jinx me, Dylan.
Happy Thanksgiving. It's going to be the last one you're going to have in America.
Coming in. Secretary Christine, the governor.
Oh, man.
I've met with her numerous times.
Hey, buddy, do me a favor and close the door there. Or Martha, can you do me a favor and close the door there?
She has a lot of great ideas of her own. So I'm looking forward to Chrissy getting through the confirmation process, coming to work with us. I think she's doing a fabulous job. Today is the first day I'd run up Shelby Park. I'm here.
I had to make sure I got that door closed, so I didn't.
An amazing job. Illegal immigration in Texas is down 86%. 86%. Think about that.
That's a lot.
This is a model we can take across the country. We're going to help Governor Abbott finish the job he started, but this is a model we can take across the country.
They did advertise it as the biggest deportation operation in history. Yeah, that's because that's what a lot of people... The thing is that in 2016 when Trump won, it was like not popular to say that. Now, I feel like it is. And people are like, yeah, but they're going to deport everybody. And then a lot of the people that voted for Trump are saying like, yeah, that's the... Yeah.
Unprecedented success in Texas. It's a shame the taxpayers of Texas have to spend billions of dollars to do the job that this administration failed to do, didn't want to do. And because of that, what everybody in this room today, you got to understand, you're a national hero and you're saving this nation. Let me explain why. It's just not about illegal immigration anymore. When this administration calls the crisis the biggest they caused, it overwhelms the Border Patrol. And because the Border Patrol is so overwhelmed taking care of this humanitarian crisis,
Yeah.
Many of them are pulled off the line. And what happens then? 600% increase in sex trafficking.
Oh.
Fentanyl coming across the border to kill 250,000 Americans.
People love fentanyl. That's crazy how much of that people get into. Yeah.
That's fucking drug. It's addicting you more.
Over 2 million known gotaways. How many of them come from a country-sponsored terror? How many of them were carrying fentanyl? How many of them are sex trafficking women and children?
Yeah.
How many of them are gang members? So it's more than just illegal immigration. I don't care what your opinion is on illegal immigration. When you cause a crisis this big, all these terrible things happen. Cartels are making more money today than ever did. They're making a record amount of money smuggling aliens, record amount of money trafficking in women and children, and a record amount
It's crazy. They said they're going to use the military on the cartels. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever tried to do that before. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Of course they're going to use the military on them. They want to be them.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious.
Take out your competition, right?
Mexico should? I mean, maybe.
Money.
El Salvador? Yeah, I watched a video on El Salvador. Apparently the guy there, he just, basically what he did, he just took everybody that was committing crime and he put them in a jail. And now there's not really hardly any crime. Because all the people that were committing crime are in the jail now. And so, like, everybody that wasn't in the jail wasn't committing crime. So it pretty much just got rid of it. I mean, there's still a little bit, right? I mean, but then you put them in jail too. Anyone with tattoos? Yeah, no, he really cast a wide net.
Okay, 1 second. I know.
I'm happy.
You don't watch football, but this weekend was
come in January. Like the government
it's
said,
any fun game
we're
to
not
watch
into
to see all the
January.
beef.
We're already planning. We're going to put a plan in place and secure this nation at the highest level it's ever seen. We're going to finish Trump's.
But Ohio State and Michigan played, and some guys had to. Some guys got pepper sprayed after the game. That's crazy. Nah, in Canada we don't really follow football like that. Really, most people.
For every person you arrest for trespassing and put them
That's
through
pretty
the
crazy
fingerprinting
though.
process, that's one less gotaway.
Got pepper sprayed, eh?
What you've done is not only protect the state of Texas and the citizens of Texas, you are protecting this nation. It's a shame we have other governors and other mayors who are right out of the gate. I said they're going to push back on President Trump and what we're trying to do, especially for interior enforcement. Let me be clear. There is going to be a mass deportation.
No, I'm dead. I accidentally red-clicked this motherfucker, man.
Because we just finished a mass illegal immigration crisis on the border.
Oh, boy.
Where anybody can look at 9 out of 10 people claim asylum at the border will end up with an order removal. So you can't ask for the right to claim asylum, the right to see a judge, the right to due process, and we give you that due process, and at the end of that due process, a federal judge orders you removed, we have to remove them. Because if we don't, shut down the immigration court. Those orders don't mean anything anymore. Take you guys off the border because there's no consequences. So you can't demand due process and the right to claim asylum and not obey the court order. That is why there needs to be a mass deportation. We have a mass number of people, millions of people who will get a final order and be ordered removed. If we don't do it, what is the option? Let them stay? Because if you let them stay, you'll never fix the border. You're going to send a message to the rest of the world. Enter the country legally, which is a crime.
Man.
Ignore court order, you never have to go home. We're telling the whole world it's okay to enter this country legally, you never got to go home.
It's crazy how this shit's even a conversation, to be honest. Like, you take a step back and you think about, like, people actually, like, this is, it's like a political argument. Isn't it crazy? Wow.
Laws, and we're going to enforce the laws. The men and women of ICE, they're going to have a tough job ahead of them. And I'm sending a message for people that said they're going to get in our way. They're going to stop us from doing what we're doing on an interior enforcement operation. I've said it 100 times in the last week. Don't cross that line. It is a felony to knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. Don't test us.
I'm going to laugh my fucking ass off when these people, because this is what I think is
It is a felony.
I think that some people, like, at the beginning are probably going to try to, you know, step up and try to stop them from doing it. And I think that they're just going to straight up put them in jail. That's probably what's going to happen. Like, these mayors, just put them in jail. That's going to be it. And I bet, like, after this happens twice, because, you know, the first time it usually they're like, oh, it's not going to be a big of a deal. After it happens twice, everybody else is going to stop doing it. Good, they should? Well, no, you're right. I agree. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Arrest anyone who obstructs.
100%.
Why do people oppose kicking out illegal immigrants? Probably number one reason why they oppose it is because they don't have to deal with it. These are people that live in countries, and not countries, states that are like way up north, and like they don't have to deal with any form of illegal immigration at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a luxury belief. Exactly. When was the last time a state mayor got arrested? I don't know. Probably pretty soon.
Probably pretty soon.
What about Gavin Newsom? Are they going to arrest him if he obstructs
That's
them?
fucking
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah, it's the president. Why not? I mean, if he's not cooperating with the federal government, then yeah, of course arrest him. Duh. I mean, you have to, like, you got to follow the law. Big doubt? No, treason. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I think that they should.
It's a safe country. We've had enough crime in this country, illegal alien crime. It's time to end it and stop it. President Trump's committed to it. He's committed to securing this border. He's committed to having this mass deportation operation and concentrating on public safety threats and national security threats. For any mayor or governor who's going to push back on removing public safety threats from your community, that is your number one responsibility. You ought to be teaming up with us. We have created the biggest national security vulnerability in this nation on the southern border. Because like I said, 2 million known gotaways, we don't know how many unknown gotaways, already a record number of people on the terrorist watch list. If you don't think a single one of the 2 million came from a country sponsoring terror and didn't come to do us harm, then you're an idiot.
Yes. Do you think people knowingly employing illegal immigrants should be arrested? Yeah. Yeah, I think
I don't know if they should get arrested, but they should get a huge fucking fine.
Because
they should
like,
be getting
the
like a
problem with,
huge fine,
like
bro.
hiring illegal immigrants, and the reason why it's problematic is because it's actually for the
Don't
best
arrest them,
interest
just give
of
them a
the illegal
huge
immigrants.
fine.
Because
Especially if they have a
somebody is an
business.
illegal immigrant. Like, you ever try to buy something on Facebook Marketplace, or you buy drugs, or buy something like that? Like, anything that's illegal and, like, things don't go well? Like, your recourse is so narrow. You can't really do anything about it. Right? Like, you can't do anything. And so, the problem is that if you are an illegal, you can get taken advantage of, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So, arresting those people is actually in the best interest of the people that are illegal.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because
That's kind of a shit
they
argument.
get abused, they get taken advantage of, everything like that. They don't have the rights that they're supposed to have as workers. People with luxury beliefs don't know this. A lot of people don't. I worked construction. 90% are illegal immigrants getting paid under minimum wage. Well, that sounds like the person who did that should probably go to jail. That's what I think. I feel like it's really simple. Yeah, if you're doing it, yeah, it's not even a question. Tell it to the agricultural industry? I would. I think everybody would.
Agricultural, yeah, even up in Canada, they hire like,
no.
They hire just a bunch of Jamaican
I think
dudes
that,
for like super cheap.
You know, like the government is a
The
really
government
big
literally
place.
just passed a law the
And if you
other,
replace
was it
the
last
person
year
that's
or
at the
this
top,
year? I can't remember if it was last year or
everything
this
else is
year.
still gonna move just
But they
fine.
passed a law where you can only have like 5% of
Like,
your
they have
workforce
elections all the time, and they
be
replace
immigrants.
mayors all the time.
I think it was this
Yeah,
year.
I mean, let's be real.
5 or
yeah,
10% or
that's
something
not-
like that.
It doesn't matter.
Pretty crazy. Another Vorkath then?
Everybody ought to be on the same page. Republican, Democrat, Independent. This is a huge national security vulnerability, and everybody ought to be concerned with it. So thank you for your service. Thank you for all the work you're doing. I am impressed what I've seen today. Governor, hats off to you. The outgoing Mr. McGraw.
That guy's a fucking walking legend. What time is it? 12:38. Diddy. Dun 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 dun. Get him. That's fire. That's fire. Just a bunch of dudes being dudes, you know? Love rivalry weekend, I bet. I bet. What do I want to watch? Let's see how many KC I got here. 1389. 1389. Hey. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Meanwhile, let's talk a little bit about this. Just a week after Donald Trump threatened 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada unless they stop the flow of migrants into the country. And we said, at the time, we said this is how he...
That's hilarious. And Trudeau was just saying that's why. That's hilarious. So it's all making sense. It's all making sense. All making sense now. It's all making sense now. I see. I see. I see. The Tony Soprano sandwich, bro.
Let's make this sandwich made famous by this guy. First things first. So there's a ton of sandwiches on The Sopranos, but this one always sort of stood out to me.
Gabagool, provolone, and vinegar peppers.
You got it. So let's make it. Now, unlike a lot of Italian-American sandwiches, where a plethora of different cold cuts are put into one sandwich, this sandwich is more of something you would see in Italy, where one meat is used. And this meat is synonymous with the show.
The gabagool. Gabagool? Over here. Oh, this from a slice of gabagool?
Let's get back to that gabagool.
The gabagool, also known as coppa,
The
capicola,
gabagool.
and capicolo, is an Italian deli meat made with pork, and it's the neck and shoulder, and it has perfect striations of fat, which doesn't make it too chewy, just melts in your mouth, seasoned to perfection, just like the show. This sandwich comes together pretty easy, just like Tony's Gumas. The only thing that takes a bit of work, if you choose to make them yourself, are the vinegar peppers. But you can also just buy them as well. Just look for pickled or vinegar peppers on the label. I'm gonna make a quick refrigerator pickle that doesn't go through the whole process of canning. I'm only making a small batch today because of the size of my sanitized jar that I found. Any peppers will do here. I'm using half of a red and yellow bell pepper. And I'm just gonna remove the core and the seeds, and I'm gonna slice into small strips. Now you can add any flavoring you want to the jar. I'm going with 1 smashed garlic clove, 1 bay leaf, a little bit of oregano, a dried chili, and some black peppercorns. Stuff the peppers into the jar and really press them down. Then in a pot,
Yeah, I appreciate you, Dylan. You have a good one, buddy. Enjoy your studying. Make sure you go hard in the study category.
Vinegar, you can use all vinegar, whatever you want, a little bit of salt and sugar. And the sugar is optional. We're gonna bring that to a boil and just make sure that the salt and sugar have dissolved. Once the water has started to boil, we're just gonna remove and then pour into your jar. Press down and make sure the peppers are fully submerged, then tighten and let sit on the counter until cooled. Then you're just gonna place in the fridge, and after a couple days, you can start eating them. The longer they sit, the better they will taste. And I will say these are probably good for up to 3 months. Now it's time to build the sandwich. No measurements here, everything is to taste. Grab a nice piece of bread, a panino, lay down some provolone cheese, and then go nuts on the gabagool. Add those vinegar peppers, drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. All right, so this sandwich is done. Simple is always best, but if you recall in the episode, Tony took one bite and he threw it out. Now, he was under a lot of stress. Agent Harris gave him some info. Phil, of course, we had all that going on. But if there's one thing that I'm gonna add to this sandwich, it's totally optional, but maybe he wouldn't have thrown it out, is some burrata. Specifically the stracciatella cheese that's inside, which is a nice creamy mozzarella cheese that we're just gonna put on top. It's gonna help balance everything out. Now, you can use the whole burrata, but I'm looking for more of a creamy component, which is why I'm just using the stracciatella, which is shreds of mozzarella mixed with cream that is encased in the outer mozzarella shell. And that shell is definitely getting eaten by me anyways. And there it is, the Tony Soprano sandwich, just with a little twist. And let's bring that to the table.
That looks fucking delicious.
I love this sandwich and I love that show. Perfect sandwich with or without the stracciatella. It just adds a little bit more creaminess to it. I really like it. The vinegar peppers, the cheese, and of course the capicolo, the gabagool. So good. You know, I gotta order this more. I'm always usually a mortadella guy, salami, prosciutto. This stuff is amazing, just like the show. So I hope you give this recipe.
Damn, that looks so fucking good. You fell asleep? Damn, son. Ain't good. That's not good at all, brother. What are you up to today, Swear? You gotta work at all, or what's up with that? Talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you, Squirter. You gotta work today? What's up with you? What you saying? Get paid tomorrow trying to hit the lottery? Damn. Careful with that shit, bro. Don't spend all your money on the lottery. Goddamn. That means shit. If you ever hit 80 mil, yo, donate a mil this way. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm trolling. I'm rooting for you. Wink, wink. $75K after taxes, fair. Yeah, I forget. You guys get taxed if you guys win. That's crazy. In Canada, if you win a mil, nah, I wouldn't even. Yeah, dude. If you win like a mil in Canada, you just get the mil. You don't get taxed on your winnings. That's why I'll never gamble in the States. That's why I'll never gamble in the States. Ever. Boys, give me a minute here. I've got some stew in the crock pot. I gotta go give that bitch a little stir, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's snowing outside. You going, young buck? Come on, man. Let's go. Project Truck, what's up? Smoke up, what's up? Nice. There's the pet that I want. How many Vorkath heads is this now? This has got to be like almost 18. 19. 19 heads. God damn. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get that chicken. I'm gonna get that chicken. I'm gonna get it. Where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna get it. Oh yeah. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Fuck you then. Another Vorkath head. There's 20. Fuck, dude. Give me a fucking rare drop. I haven't had... All I've had is a fucking jar of decay from this fucking cuck. Give me like a visage of some kind or some shit like that, bro. Give me the pet. Something. Not another jar of decay. Not that. That was a sexy fucking drop right there. BRB, do your thing, brother. No! No! Oh my god. My man's was, for whatever reason, just not running. If I don't get hit by another magic attack here, I might be able to squeeze out another trip too. Another kill. No, it wasn't too bad. Ooh. I red clicked? No! Fuck! God fucking damn it. Did I red click right there? I must have, right? Let's see this shit. That's fucking ridiculous. Hey, Rocky. What the fuck? I did. That's disgusting, bro. Fuck me, man. Ridiculous. Enough of that shit for me for right now, man. Hey. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey. What's wrong? What's wrong, Rocky? Alright, guys, I'm gonna head out. That's gonna be the stream for me. Hope y'all have a good one. Catch y'all later tonight, probably. Peace out.